Alex, thank you very much for speaking at this conference. It was really quite excellent. I'd love to follow up with a couple of questions for you. So I'd like to start by asking you how you would define what a sustainable brand is.
For me, or for us at Picnic, a sustainable brand is a brand that has a clear purpose, that is long-lasting, that is fertile, and that is true to its roots. That's the only way to be sustainable and over time. If you're not being true to your main purpose, the reason why you exist, and if you don't allow that purpose to live long and be fertile, in different areas within your company, then it won't be sustainable for a long time. It will be a short-term, happy positioning rather than a long-lasting purpose. So that's for us a sustainable brand. Beyond Eco, beyond B Corp, it's not only, for us, doesn't have to do only with the planet, but more with the people and the relationship that a brand has with the people.
Thank you. So we've been talking a lot about how to transition into a new economy, into a sustainable economy. What are some of the biggest obstacles or challenges that a brand might face in realizing that transition?
I think that the biggest the biggest obstacle has to do with their biggest strength, which is their size. A brand, a global corporation, a blue chip, has a size that gives them scale and reach, more scale and reach than other companies. The problem is that size is an obstacle where you want to transform your company into a sustainable business because of the system and how rigid it is. Becoming sustainable, transforming to a sustainable company requires being agile and being open to change and transform certain cultural elements that if you're as big as these blue chip corporations is difficult. Companies that are not as big, or even startups, they have the opportunity to be born sustainable already.
Nice. So in your talk, you talked about brand building by doing, or earned media as opposed to paid media. Why is that important for brands as they transition to a more sustainable economy?
Because basically, it's demonstrated in the last 3 years with very good data, for example, with meaningful brands from Avast Media, that the brands that don't add value in people's lives could disappear tomorrow and people wouldn't notice. And by adding value means, giving them useful stuff that is clearly satisfying an unmet need. And companies that are good at identifying these unmet needs are the ones that know how to empathize very well. So today, empathy is a must, but it's not easy because it's a luxury. Because if you truly empathize with what people need, you might need to create a solution for them, even though it was not in the original plan. So it is difficult for brands to do brand building by doing, because some of them, they still over-rely in brand building by talking. And that's because in the world of paid media is the only one that today you can totally demonstrate the return before actually investing in it. And that gives some brands the false feeling of being certain rather than allowing themselves to invest in own media and earned media that you might not be able to pre-measure the impact, but definitely the impact is much grander than paid media.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.